All right. Good
Cool.
luck.
Have fun. Good luck. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You are on the play.
Yep. That's a keeper.
Okay, I'll keep as well.
Okay. Guess I'm supposed to start us off with these guys into Ancestral Recall turn 1 with 4 in hand.
Oh, beautiful. Yep.
And then pass to you with 7.
Okay. I will draw. Thinking. Play a Tundra. I'm going to play a Lotus. And play a Savannah Lion.
Yo, that.
Pass back to you with 7.
Okay. On top. Draw up to 8.
Or, sorry, 5.
Okay.
Yeah, not 7.
I'm gonna cast Demonic Tutor as well.
Okay.
I've been getting pretty lucky in a lot of these games. I mean, I had a bunch of mulligans in like the second pod, but been also drawing a lot of power in the first pod. So
that seems good.
I guess.
Yeah, it's nice when you can draw well.
Sometimes.
Sucks when you have good cards in your deck and then you just only hit lands, right? Or you just get nothing.
Sometimes it feels wrong though. I mean, I played against one of my opponents in the second pod. He was on mono green and he seemed to get like really bad luck, and I just had like every power card in my deck, and it felt so
gross.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah, just yuck.
Okay.
I feel like he did almost get me. Like he was playing an Armageddon deck, so that's like typically pretty hard. Oh yeah, let's do the cut.
Cut. Cool.
You don't want to pick one?
Just middle one's always fine. Just take middle.
Okay, middle on top's fine.
Yeah.
All right. So this is the card that I got. I will play a land and pass to you with 7 in hand.
Okay. Untap, draw. Let's go Tundra, swing for 2.
Okay. Oh, right. I'm still used to using Teleria. I'll get some dice here for life total.
18. And I'll pass the turn. 5 cards.
Okay. End of turn, I'll draw a card. Oh, I gotta get this. So this is me, this is you.
Yep, I got it here too. Red is me, black you.
Okay. So I go to 8. Untap, upkeep, draw. Yeah. You've got 5 in hand?
Yep.
Okay.
Tundra?
Yep. Down to 8 in hand. Felwar Stone.
Yes.
You could have Mind Twist, but I'm going to risk it. First I'm going to draw a card because I have 7, so I'm going to draw up to 8.
Yep.
And then, oh shoot, I can't even. Oh, that was a mistake. Okay. All right. Well, I'll disenchant your Black Lotus.
Thinking. Do I care about a Lotus here? And you'll still have 7 in hand after that, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Sure, it's gone.
Okay. Your turn. 7 in hand.
Okay. Thinking. Okay. Untap, draw. Oh, play factory and combat for 2.
Yep. I'm at 16.
Pass.
Okay.
5 cards.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Hmm. I'll play a land and pass to you with 7 in hand.
I'm thinking 5 cards. Yep, untap, draw. Underground Sea. Animate combat for 4.
With 4 blockers, I'll draw a card.
Yep.
And then I'll attempt to disenchant the factory.
And how many cards remaining?
7, because I drew a card up to 8 and then disenchanted down
Got
to
it.
7.
Think king.
Yep.
I'll counterspell.
Okay, I take 4, down to 12.
And I'll pass.
Untap. Upkeep, draw. Yikes. Okay. Strip mine, so I'm down to 7 cards again.
Okay.
Draw a card off library up to 8.
Yep.
Green. Four cards in hand. Okay, I'll regrowth. Targeting Demonic Tutor.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll. I'm just going to pass to you and discard to hand size, discarding balance.
Okay. Untap and draw. And it looks like you have. I can't quite see. Is that what are your lands?
I got Tropical Island, Felwar Stone, Underground Sea, Tundra, Strip Mine, Mox Pearl, and Library of Alexandria.
Okay, got it. So it's Tundra and Sea. Okay, and Strip and Felwar that are open. Okay, thanks. Thinking. Play an Underground Sea. Activate a factory and combat for 4.
I guess I'll attempt another disenchant, going down to 6 cards. On the factory, of course.
Sorry. You said disenchant factory?
Yeah.
Okay. And then this guy?
Yep, I take 2. Down to 10.
Going to 10. Post combat, I'll try to play this guy. Dib.
You have 3 in hand.
I do.
Okay, Serendib's good.
And I'll pass. 3 cards.
Untap, upkeep, draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I'll draw a card up to 8.
Yep. Okay.
Play a land. Cast Demonic Tutor.
Yep.
Grab a card.
Okay.
Do you want a roll?
Middle's fine, yeah.
Middle's fine, okay.
Yeah.
That goes in my hand. And then I think I have to play a land and add 4, tapping the Fell War for black to cast the Abyss. But I'm down to 5 cards in hand.
Okay.
And it's your turn.
Untap, upkeep triggers. Trigger on the stack, your trigger on top. I will sacrifice the. Sorry, I will bury the Savannah line.
Okay.
Take a damage from the Dib. 19.
Yeah.
Draw.
Okay.
Play a planes. Combat you for 3.
Yeah, I take 3. I'm at 7.
And you have 5 in hand, you said?
Yeah, 5 in hand. Is this a mind
Okay.
twist?
I'm just trying to see what you have there. Tropical and a tundra, and then under the emerald, it's a
strip mine.
Strip mine, thank you, and a tundra. Okay, and a sea that's under the pearl.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Thinking. And there's no mana burn in this format. It's just we're Swedish.
Yeah.
Just thinking about this here. I wonder. I guess it's open list, so I can look at your list here and think about what your potential card might be.
Good point.
Here. Where are we? This is you. Yeah, this is you. So you play. You don't have Power Sync main deck, I guess, right? Yeah, it's a sideboard. That was my concern here. It's basically my main concern is Power Sync. So I guess I will pass to your upkeep 3 cards.
Okay. No end step effects, so untap, upkeep.
I'll try to disenchant the Abyss. 2 cards.
I guess I will. I'll try to counterspell, going down to 4 cards in hand.
Yep, counterspell's good.
Okay. And is that anything else happening in my upkeep?
That's all.
Okay.
You can go ahead.
Go to my draw phase. 5 in hand now.
Sure.
You have 3?
2 in hand.
Oh, 2, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think this is right. Play a land.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2. Oh, that's the wrong land. I messed it up. Yeah, I messed it up. Oh, shoot. Okay. Well. Oh well.
You can take back the factory if
that's
that's
okay. I'll play it as is.
I don't mind.
Accepting my mistake. I'm already far enough ahead. I would feel terrible if I did take these backsies right now. So I have 3 cards in hand and a Sylvan Library in play, and it's your turn.
Okay. No end step effects. Upkeep, trigger. I'll resolve your trigger. I'll take 1 from the Dib. I'll draw a card.
Nice.
And I've got 3 cards now. I'll pass.
Okay. Feels like luck has been with me. So untap, upkeep. I'll notice Sylvan. Like I had the Ancestral and the Mind Twist, so that's pretty.
The Ancestral and the Loa are pretty good this game.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just take 1 card, going up to 4. Yeah, I demonic tutored for the Loa. I don't mind telling you that.
That makes sense. Yeah. I was thinking about countering the tutor, but I figured out. We'll see what happens.
Oh wow, that's pretty crazy actually. That sort of determines the outcome a fair bit.
Yeah.
Because if you'd countered the tutor, I wouldn't have the library, and we wouldn't. I don't think I'd be anywhere near as far
Yeah.
ahead. Okay, so what do you got here? Got that. So I haven't played a land yet. And you've got that, so I will pay blue, blue, and 4. I'm gonna Brain Geyser for 4.
You got it.
Okay.
Resolved.
I'm going up to 7 cards in hand.
Okay. Okay.
And I haven't played a land yet, so I might as well draw another one up to 8.
Sure.
Play a land and pass. Your turn.
Okay, I'll draw.
Okay.
And you have 7 cards now, lots of cards.
Yeah.
I guess I play City of Brass, thinking try to fire off the Time Twister.
I have the counter spell for the Time Twister.
Yep. And then I'll pass.
Okay. 6 in hand.
Yep.
Drawing up to, well, I guess what I can do is I have 6 in my hand, so I'll do this trick where I draw a card for my draw phase with Sylvan Library on the stack, and then because I have 7 total cards, I'm going to draw another card in response to the library. And then I get to draw 2 more off the Sylvan Library resolving, and then I can put any 2 of these 4 back.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. I'm going to just put those 2 back, because that's pretty crazy. Play a land. Yeah. I guess I'll attack for 2.
Let's try to plow factory.
You got it. I gain 2 up to 9. And I pay 4 for a James Day Tome. So pass to you with 6 in hand.
Okay, untap, draw. City of Brass, balance.
I have the counter spell for the balance as well.
Very good. Then I'll pass.
So 5 cards in hand during my upkeep.
Yep.
So I will, during my upkeep, draw up to 6 total cards in hand.
Okay.
And then I draw for my draw phase, and then with Sylvan Library on the stack, I have 7 currently. So I will respond to the Sylvan Library drawing a card off the Library of Alexandria. And then Sylvan Library resolves, I pick up another 2, and then I can put any of these back.
Wow. I'm looking at my phone because I realize the quality is better on my phone, which means that it's the internet connection here that gives me the shitty beat.
I can see you pretty well. So that's good.
That's good.
So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I will put back those 2. So I'm paying 0 life and putting back 2. And at the end of that, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards in hand. So I will play a land and pass to you with 7.
How many counter spells in your grave?
3.
Okay, untap, draw. Pass, 1 card.
Okay. Untap. So I have 7 in hand during my upkeep, so I'll draw a card. And then I'll just, it's this card. And then I'll proceed to my Sylvan. So I just draw a card for the draw phase, and then I draw 2 for Sylvan.
Okay.
And I put any 2 of these back. Which I guess
Okay.
with those 2. I don't have any fast win cons here, I'm sorry to say. So I'll play a land.
That's okay.
Play a Mox down to 7 again. I'll tap the Emerald, I guess, to animate the factory.
Okay.
Attack for 2.
I'll take 2.
And
16.
It's your turn with 7 in hand.
Okay, I'll draw 1. I'll try Demonic Tutor.
Demonic Tutor. You have Balance and Time Twister in your
graveyard. Yes.
Yeah, I guess Demonic Tutor's good.
All right, and 3 counter spells are in your graveyard.
Yep.
Mana Drain is not in your graveyard.
No, it's not.
Okay, so there's 2 counters left in your deck, as far as I know. 2 seconds. Let's go look at that list one more time. All right. So yeah, it looks like there's recalls which haven't played yet. There's a Mana Drain. Yeah, recall's probably where I scoop. So there's a Mana Drain and a single counterspell left. I don't know if you have either right now. All right, I'm gonna look at my tutor target and think for a moment.
Is that better visually?
Let's see.
I feel like this is better.
I just need a second to think here. And you have 1 factory in play, yeah?
Yeah, 1 factory.
Okay. And a strip mine in play as well?
Yep.
Still? Yeah. Okay. How do I pull out of this madness here? And you have a book.
I do have a book.
There are some options here, but I don't love them. And you have 7 cards in hand right now, yeah?
Yeah, I do.
And library is untapped?
Library of Alexandria is tapped. I used it on my turn during my draw phase.
Got it, okay.
Or upkeep, I think I said.
Okay. I'm just trying to see where it is. Oh, there it is. Okay, I see it. Sorry. This is a bit tough for me at times to see here. Okay. What do I do here? This is pretty rough. I don't think you have a counter spell. If you do have a counter spell, you counter any spell. If I go for a land, I guess I've got factories here, which are kind of annoying for you. Only slightly because you have strip mine.
Yeah.
And then Aloha is shit because it's only going to get 1 use. And 7 turns of beatings puts me down to 2, so I don't think I have that much time. A Mind Twist is okay if I just fire it off and like randomly hit here. Because it could take some stuff away if you don't have a counter spell, which is not bad. But you have so much drawing with the book.
Yeah, I'm pretty far ahead this game.
Super far ahead. I mean, strip mine's not bad because at least it turns off the Loa, but the book's there, so that doesn't even matter. I think my only chance here is this card. All right, I'll take that one, I think. Yeah, let's go for that one. So I'll put that here with the demonic tutor, and then I'll shuffle. Okay. And at 7, you've got a book open. I guess I just blast off now and see if you got a counter spell. So cut. I can do separate piles if you want, or just multiple cuts.
Sure, let's do separate piles. That way it's like, I don't know, there's no question. Let's
1 to
do
3.
1 on top of 3 on top of 2.
Sure. 1 on 3 on 2. All right. And then we're going to try Ancestral Target myself.
I actually have the counter spell.
Nice.
Yeah, I've got all 4 counter spells this game.
Then I'll pass the turn.
All right. So I untap. During my upkeep, I have 6. I'll go to my draw phase, and then in response to Sylvan Library, I'll draw off Library of Alexandria, then draw 2 more off of the Sylvan Library, then put any 2 back. So let's go with those 2 back. Should have 8 in hand now. Yep, 8 in hand. I'll play a land. Yeah, this is brutal. I'll attack for 2.
Yeah, 14.
Your turn.
Untap draw. 2 cards, pass.
End of turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Draw a card.
Yep.
Up to 8. Untap. Upkeep. I can't library because I have 8, so I'll just do Sylvan Library regular way with 3 cards. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, you are at 14. I forgot to mark that.
Yeah, I speak to recall as well if you cast recall.
Yeah. I just have to think about these 3 cards. I'm gonna look at these are the 3 that I'm sylvaning. I'm just gonna look at these, see if I can hasten this process.
It's okay.
I am at 9.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. 2 in hand. Yeah, I'm going to try to just be as quick as I can. I'll take a look at your
don't
list.
worry. Take your time. It's fine.
Well, okay. What do I have here? I'll pay 4 life to only put 1 card back. I'm just trying to figure out which card it is. Or I could go to 1. I mean, you don't have any burn spells by the looks of it. 5, 6. Yeah, I'll just go to 1. I'll draw all 3.
Okay.
I'll play a land, play a Mox. I'll Mind Twist you for 2.
Sure. You see Loa and Control Magic.
Okay. I'll cast Mirror Universe.
Sure.
Pass to you with 7 in hand.
Sure. End of your turn, I'll add 2 mana, take 2 damage from the City of Brasses.
Okay.
Untap, draw. Cards in hand?
7.
I'll try to Mind Twist.
I mean, I have drawn all 5 counter spells in my deck this game. I have the mana drain for the Mind Twist as well.
Okay. We'll see if you have the. I guess you can just kill me with the Factory on the life swap. Yep, that's game.
Right.
Very good.
Literally every single counter spell.
Nice. That was good. I didn't know that I kind of thought you had the game after you Ancestral and got the Loa going.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Let me think here. What do I do?
I played a few of those in this. I think I got libraried out one of the games that I lost a round, and then I think a couple of my other game losses were just turn 1 libraries beating.
Yeah, it can be devastating.
Yeah. I actually was thinking about making changes to this deck just for that, because I don't really have anything that deals with library. I just have, you just lose those games with this design of a deck. So I thought I should play some Ice Storms or something.
Ice Storm's nice, yeah. Ice Storm's definitely a good one. I mean, my thought there was I didn't counter the Demonic Tutor because I didn't know for sure if you're gonna go for Loa. If you did, the plan was still the same, just to try to out aggro you and then not like the Abyss is really what stopped my pressure there.
Yeah. Yeah, that was something.
And you had the counters for my Disenchant, so it was pretty hard.
Yeah, literally all 5 counters in my deck I drew.
Yeah. That was pretty good, yeah.
Well, I'm wishing you luck, and I'm certain that you are going to get better luck than you did last game.
Thank you, and you as well. Good luck for this next one. We'll see how we go. Well, I guess that's fine. Let's do that. Put these over here. And put these guys in. I do feel like the match is fairly good post board for me, but knock on wood. Yeah. I'm not too certain. It didn't look like you had a ton of stuff. I'll look at your list again, but at your sideboard here, didn't look like there was a ton of stuff for me, but there's some things for sure. look
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, I've never really played against this exact list. It's usually the Lion Dib bolts that I lose to.
Yeah, I think most people are running, like, that's a common one, right? It's a Lion Dib bolt. It's
Yeah.
super good. Red is good. It's aggressive.
Yeah.
Um, this is kind of like Lion Dib counterspell. Similar idea, I guess, but then you just have the counter to back up the dude to get there. And then we almost saw that last game. Like if I was able to counter the Abyss or remove the Abyss, just riding out those two little dudes could go the distance sometimes.
Oh, I think you would have had me if you'd gotten the Abyss. I would have
Yeah.
been dead for sure. But I drew all 5 counterspells, so I guess that's what
Yeah.
happens sometimes.
No, that was good though. I mean, it's your deck pulled through when you needed it to.
Yeah, I'll say.
You didn't? Did you have recall there at the end or no?
No, I didn't draw any recalls that game. I should have revealed my hand at the end. I thought I did, but
That's all good.
no recalls.
I figured as much. Like I was ready to scoop to recall right away because you just grab counter spells and it's like, okay, this is done.
Yeah.
There's no way I can get out. But I mean, I did hit some big bombs at the very end. Like the hand was empty. You know, found a mind twist the very last card. Found a balance.
Yeah.
Found a few silver bullets. Even a time twister would have been great.
Yeah. If I had anything less than exactly 5 counterspells that game, I think things would have gone differently. Potentially.
That's true. All right.
Every single one. Crazy.
All right. 1 to 3. Do you want to do a number thing?
3 on top of 1 on top of 2 is fine. I'm gonna shuffle for a bit.
3 on 1 on 2.
It's pretty good.
And I'll be on the play for this game.
Yep.
Sweet.
I think one of the issues with playing Control, at least for me, is that if I don't shuffle enough between games, it just like I get all land or no land.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to change my brand of sleeves or something because I get all sticky after a few matches.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I spend a lot of time shuffling, and it's probably annoying for my opponents.
I don't mind.
It looks. I'm looking at your deck list here just now.
Yeah.
Do you have those Alpha Underground Seas and Beta?
No, they're just CE.
Oh, okay.
Clip CE.
Yeah, it's a beautiful deck.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, man. And same for yours. I think yours are original, right? Like you have beta stuff.
Yeah. I do.
That's wild.
30
And the
years
duels are
of
made
collecting. Yeah. Alpha and Beta.
Yeah, that's wild. That's sweet.
Yeah, I don't travel much to events, but I think it's because I spend that money on collecting cards. I would like to travel though. I've always wanted to go to Gothenburg for the NoobCon. I've never been invited.
Oh yeah,
it would be cool.
That would be cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I think back when Canadian Highlander was not yet called Canadian Highlander, me and my friend Dave Walker and some of the other original crew from that scene in Victoria, we always tried to pimp out our Highlander decks with pre-revised cards, and so this would have been back in 2007. We would just try to make sure that there wasn't anything that wasn't, pre-revised or like original print or anything like that. So I already had like a bunch of pre-revised duels when the Blogspot post went up. So
nice.
It was like they were reading our mind or something.
Okay.
I'll roll for.
Yeah, roll's fine.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Ooh. Sounds good.
That's a 4.
Okay.
You mulliganed, hey? I guess I have to decide my mulligan.
Same question for you. 1 to 3?
Yeah, 1 on top of 2 on top of 3, I guess.
1 on top of 3. Got it. I'm mulligan, so it's on you now.
Yeah. That's a weird hand. think I have to mulligan as well.
Okay, I'll keep this one.
Okay.
Send this to the bottom. And then back to you. Yeah, my first one wasn't very good. Just one land.
Yeah. Couldn't cast any spells in mine, so it's usually a bad sign when you can't cast any of your spells.
I had Factory Pearl last hand opener.
Yikes.
And I was thinking about keeping it, but I was like, you know what, that's just way too risky. I need to be a little quicker.
Yeah, Swift Disenchant kind of ends that.
Yeah.
You want to roll again?
Sure, whatever you choose.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's this one again. All right.
I'll keep this on the side. That way I can actually see your cards if I need to zoom into them, which is great. It helps. You're good to go? Or sorry, you're thinking?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep this. I think. Yeah, I have to keep this. This is.
All right.
I'm not gonna get any better.
One to
on
the bottom.
5, I don't think.
Good there.
It's not
I'm
great.
going to start with the Factory and pass it to you. 5 cards.
Let's have upkeep draw. Well, I'm gonna tempt you. If you have the strip mine, there's the library, or if you have the bottle. I have 6 cards in hand. Your turn.
Draw. Tundra. Combat 2.
Yep.
Pass you.
So we have 2 library games now. That's not exactly fair. 6 up to 7. Draw a card up to 8. Tundra, your turn. 7 in hand.
Untap. Draw 1. Tundra 3 Dib pass.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw. 4 cards in hand. Okay, I will play a land. So I have 7 in hand. And then I think I'm just going to pass to you with 7 in hand.
Sure. Untap. 1 damage from Dib.
Okay.
Draw. Thinking. Thinking. Planes. Animate Factory. Combat 5.
Right. Okay. Before blockers, I'll draw a card up to 8.
Yep.
Yeah, this is not going well. All right, I take 5.
Okay. 13. Pass the turn. I've got 4 cards.
All right, untap. Upkeep, draw. Weird game. Yeah. You have 4 cards. I need to think long and hard about this one.
Okay, take your time. The balance or not to balance? That is the question.
Yikes. Hmm. Yeah. That's a good question. 9 cards in hand, jeez. I take 5 next turn if I don't do anything. Alright. Down to 7 cards in hand.
Oh, Fowler, nice. Okay, Fowler is good.
Pass to you with 7.
I'll divine offering in your end step on your Fowler.
I guess I'll add a white or a blue. I'll add a blue, I guess.
Sure.
And
It's good.
It's all good, yep.
All right, I'll gain 2 life, go to 21. And go to my turn.
Yep.
Untap and upkeep, trigger.
Yep.
Back down to 20.
Cool.
Draw a card. Now that the double blue is offline, let me think here. I'll play City of Brass. Thinking. What do I do here? That's a pretty good line. I do that. Yeah. That's not a bad line here. Let's go to combat with just. I guess I could do that first. Yeah, let's do that first here. 2 mana, take a damage, 19. And Demonic Tutor.
Yep.
Search for a card. It's either Balance or Time Twister. I think. Let me look. The problem is you could have a power sink for 1 if you got really lucky on the draw. So that forces me on to a 2 mana spell, I think. Just think that through. Yeah, if you got a really lucky draw there, that would be bad for me if I were to Twister and you were to sink it for 1. I mean, it's so unlikely. There's also Ancestral, which is also not a bad thing here. But I do want to turn off your library, and I kind of want to wreck your hand. Turning down my Dib isn't ideal. Think for a sec here. Turning off my own Dib I still have the factory. I still hit you once with the dib. Still a 5-turn clock, but then you still have what? I guess 2 cards. 2 cards is not a lot. Versus an ancestral, which is going to do what? Maybe draw some stuff, but your lowest stays active. Okay, that's not terrible. I'm going to take this card and shuffle. Okay. One to three.
I guess 3 on top of 2 on top of 1 is fine.
Okay, 3 on 2 on 1. Combat, we're going to go in with just the dib this time.
Okay, I'm at 10.
Post combat, try a balance.
I'll respond.
Okay.
I'll draw a card.
Yep.
Let's see here. You have 2 in hand, right?
I do.
Okay. And you're going to lose 1 land, it looks like.
Yep.
Two in hand. Decisions are tough sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I have regret playing that Felwar Stone.
Yes, sir. Turning off the mana was pretty big there.
It was an unwise decision. I'll keep 2 cards.
So wait, balance is resolving?
Yeah, balance is resolving. I'm just figuring.
Okay. If balance resolves, the first thing is lands. So you have 4, I have to lose 1, it'll be plains. And then we can look at hand. So that's on you now.
Yeah.
I'll choose these 2.
I'll keep these 2 and I'll discard balance, city brass, mana drain, the abyss, mirror universe, and mox jet. Big mistake.
Okay.
Big.
And I'll lose the dib and pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I'll cast
Do you mind
Against
just tell me one more time what your discard was? It was balance, mirror.
Yeah, balance, mirror, city brass, mana drain, the abyss, mox jet.
Thank you.
I'll attempt to activate the orb, tapping my Underground Sea. I'll use the Tundra as the proxy.
You got it.
Yeah. So now that it's resolving, I'm going to choose the Mishra's Factory.
Yep.
Fuck. Excuse my language. Happens every time I'm on camera. Go ahead.
I miss on camera often too, unfortunately. All right, untap and draw. That is also unfortunate here. Okay, combat 2.
Yep, I'm at 8.
Pass.
All right. Untap,
3
upkeep,
cards.
draw. I guess I'm forced to Brain Geyser for 2.
Resolves.
Go up to 4 cards and pass to you.
Untap, draw. Combat 2.
Yep, I'm at 6.
Play Lion.
Yep.
Pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. It's not going very well. Make the best of it. I'll attempt to recall for 1.
Yes, resolves.
Okay. Discard a Fellwar Stone. Grab. I don't even know. The Abyss, I guess, for next turn.
Okay.
And I'll pass to you with 3 in hand.
Untap, draw. Thinking. Soul Ring?
Yep. Mind Twist for 2.
No. Sarah Angel?
Oh, 2 in hand and a Sarah Angel. Yeah, you got it.
Swing 2?
I'm at 4.
Pass the turn.
Alright. End of turn, I'll Swords the Sarah, you gain 4.
Okay, 22.
Untap, upkeep, draw a card. Cast the Abyss.
Resolves.
2 cards in hand, your turn.
Untap, upkeep trigger. I'll destroy that thing. Bury. Draw. Thinking. Activate twice.
Okay. Yeah.
Combat 2.
During combat, before blockers, I'll attempt to Swords it.
Counterspell.
Yeah. I go to 2.
And then I'll pass.
Alright. Untap, upkeep, draw. You got it.
Okay.
Good game.
GG. I had a Disenchant and a Dust to Dust. All right. Battle the Loa start.
Yeah. Ridiculous. I mean, I'm half glad you won, but I mean, it was my mistake. That was just stupid. I'm playing very poorly. I'm sorry about that.
That's all good.
There was no reason for me to do that.
The stone there, yeah.
I guess it's sort of similar to your counterspell. Right, you could have counterspelled
Yep.
it, I wouldn't have got LOA, and then the game probably would have gone.
Yep.
Almost
Would have been
completely
different.
in favor.
That's true. That is very true.
Because the LOA was the only thing I had going for me in that game. I didn't draw any swords the whole game. Just counterspells.
Yeah.
Or did I draw
Yeah, the
something?
Loa
I think I did. Anyways,
The Loa was crazy. That game. As Loa is, it drew a lot of cards.
Yeah.
And yeah, I didn't have a way to stop it. Just need another sleeve. Bear with me a sec here.
No worries, I got to shuffle.
Okay. Oh, that's probably fine. Skip that one. Okay. Yeah, that's balance was massive that game. I had the tutor in my hand from the beginning, and I thought at one point maybe I'll be tutoring for a strip mine to stop the Loa, but then it just kind of made sense because you had so many cards. You know, it turns off Loa and wrecks the hand, so balance was just
Definitely
miles
the right
better.
play, 100%.
Yeah. The other option too was like Time Twister there, which wasn't terrible because I had the mana to cast it, and I might be able to like rip allow myself or a strip mine
But then
and
you're
just
going to
have a
draw
lot
me
more.
into a bunch of removal, and I have the library, right? I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, passing it back to you didn't feel good with 7.
Yeah.
It's more variant, more of a variance play, and like I also, in case you had the one copy of Power Sync from your deck, I was like, well, I don't really want that to happen either. Just get Power Sync from one and lose.
It's been really good. Every time I board it in, I'm really glad to see it every game that I do.
Yeah,
I used to play one main deck, but I haven't
yeah.
lately.
I'm curious, actually. 3 factories in your deck and not 4. Is there
Yeah. Um,
what the decision was behind that? I guess.
yeah, the colorless mana was not very good for me, and
Yeah,
I'm not usually winning with factory. It's more of a defensive play against their factories.
I see.
So if,
Yeah, because I guess you have tropicals, right? You've got 3 trops
yeah,
for the. Yeah, okay. And is that a scrubland too in there?
yep,
Looks like. Oh, okay. Okay. So there's 3 for black. It's 3 C's and a scrub. That's 4. 3 City of Brass, 7, and then 8 with the. You have a lot of black mana. 8 with the jet. Okay.
yeah, I could drop black mana, but you want to be able to cast your mind twists and your demonic tutors
That's
through
true.
this.
I mean, perfect example was that last game. I didn't have black mana um, until I saw City.
Mhm.
All right. You are the lower player. So are you going to play first or draw first in the
Well,
third
I'm
game?
not. There's no way I'm drawing LOA in my. Well, I guess I didn't have it in my opener the first game. I tutored for it, but like, there's no way I'm gonna have
Yeah.
3 LOA games in the
I
top
mean, it's
16.
possible. It's totally.
Possible. No, I'm not betting on it. I think I need to have my land drops against the aggro plan because I'm not
Yeah,
super good against aggro. It's more geared towards control matchups that I
kind of
focus in.
mid-rangey. Yeah. Okay. Well, good luck for game 3. I'm glad we got a game 3, which is
Yeah,
always fun.
yeah. Good luck to you as well. I'm sure it'll be a good one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the crux, it's actually interesting too. Like the crux of the last game was disenchant on the Fellwar Stone, and the crux of the first game was not countering
Yeah,
the demonic tutor, which is just it's wild, yeah.
like they would have been totally different games, but hey, that's why
Yeah,
Magic is a good game because the decisions of the players matter.
exactly.
All right,
Yeah.
let's go 3 on top of 2 on top of 1.
Let's do the same for you.
Okay.
Sounds good. And you decided to take the play, yeah?
I did, yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
All right, good luck.
Good luck. You have the choice. The choice is yours, as they say.
This is a keep.
Yeah, I'll keep mine as well.
Um, Sapphire. Pass to you. 5 in hand.
Draw. Factory. Thinking Solar Ring.
I will mana drain the Soul Ring.
Yes, sir. Thinking. Mana drain the Solar Ring, he says. Um, Need to think for another minute here. I have an interesting possible line that I've set up. Just need a sec to think about it. Hmm. Um, Pretty sure I'm supposed to do this. Mana Drain the Soul Ring. That's only 1 mana. I think I still do this. You have how many cards now? 4?
4.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe not then. All right. Let's go like this. Lotus.
Yep.
Triple white mana. We're going to play Lions.
Okay.
And then Chaos Orb and pass
Okay.
3 cards. One mana from your ring.
Yeah. Just thinking.
Yep.
Cast Chaos Orb.
Yeah.
Activate Chaos Orb targeting your Chaos Orb.
Okay.
Use Chop as the target.
Okay.
It's a hit this time, finally.
Ooh, very nice.
Alright. Your turn.
Untap. Draw. 4 cards. Thinking. Play a factory. Enemy at factory. Combat 4.
16.
Pass to you. 3 cards.
Yeah, pass to you with 5. Probably a bad choice.
Draw. Tundra. Activate factory. Come in for 4 and pump once.
Okay. 11.
5 damage.
Yep.
Pass the turn.
Priced into a balance here. 4 cards in hand, 2 lands. You have to sack a land, and I have to discard a card.
4 cards in hand. And how many cards you said? Sorry, 4?
I have 4, so I have to discard a card.
All right, so lands, then hand, then creatures. I'll lose this land.
Okay.
Hand size 3. Creature will be this, of course.
Of course. Yeah. I'll discard Flash Counter.
Okay.
Your turn.
Untapping.
Yep.
Untapping and drawing. We're going to go Underground Sea. Anime Factory, Combat 3. Fun.
Yeah, you got it.
And pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Yeah. Your turn. 4 in hand.
Untap, draw. City of Brass. Animate. Take damage, combat.
I'll Sonic Blast 1, so I take 4 total. I'm at 4.
All right. Pass to you. 3 cards.
Hmm. What are my best chances here? I think I only have one chance. Hmm. I'll cast Recall for 1.
Resolves.
Discard City Brass, grab Chaos Orb, pass to you.
Untap, draw. Okay. Animate Factory, swing 2.
I'm at 2.
Take your damage, Lion.
Okay.
Pass. 3 cards.
Yeah, you got it. Good games. Probably shouldn't have kept that hand. I thought I'd get you on the balance, but it was a stupid gamble, I think.
Yeah, you didn't get very good mana draws at the end, unfortunately. That was too bad. I had a balance as well, but that's what I was thinking a lot about. Turn 1, playing the Soul Ring first, and then maybe following with Lotus into balance, but you countered, so the hand size didn't really make sense to do it anymore.
Cool deck.
And Twister never. I mean, I figured just keep pressuring, right?
Yeah.
Rather than Twister or anything, and Counterspell wasn't just Druid. So.
Have you played against a lot of Lion Dib Bolt? I guess you must have, hey?
I think I played a couple in the in the pairings coming into it, like in the pod matches. It wasn't so bad. I think what is like Lion Dib Bolt is a great deck, but Serendib's like it takes 2 of their bolts to remove a Serendib, so it's not ideal for them. They do have kind of more direct face damage, but I think Counterspell is really helpful. I've also got the main deck Control Magic and the main deck Spirit Link, and the Spirit Link's been bomb. Like it's been so good.
So good against Burn, yeah. That makes a lot of sense,
Yeah,
actually. I'd almost play 2 Spirit
yeah,
Links over the Control Magic. But I guess the Control Magic must have been also really amazing for you, right? Like, you play it first,
yeah.
right?
You know, Control Magic, it kind of underperformed. Like, in theory, it should be good, but I didn't play against like any angels.
Hmm.
You can use it to steal an ATOG, but they just red blast it, and you're kind of like, shit. You
Or
just
they
get the
disenchant it. It is a 4 mana enchantment, so it's kind of tough.
Exactly. So it's super heavy. I think honestly, next time it would be better to have 2 Spirit Links main.
That's what I was thinking.
And I was able to leverage this deck too. So like, they call it like the louder deck. There's a guy named I think
Loud, yeah.
Alan or someone louder that played this deck in like the NoobCon years ago.
Or is it
And I looked at the
Louder?
list and it's pretty good, but it was really. And I also played it in Neos monthly, and it did well. I went like 8-0 or 9-0 to the finals or something.
Cool.
But anyways, what I didn't like about it was the mana was really, really, really greedy.
Yeah.
So I wanted to like fix that. So I wanted 4 City of Brass, but like 4 City of Brass with 2 Side Blasts and 4 Dibs was so much self-inflicted suicide damage. So I thought, okay, at least try to balance that out with the Spirit Link, which was really helpful. But I think 2 Spirit Links is where it wants to be.
That would be sweet. Yeah, I
Yeah.
I had this idea that I was gonna change this deck before this event, but I kind of chickened out at the last second. But everybody's playing 4 Serendib in their main deck. I wanted to try City Bottle main deck with one Transmute artifact, and I
I
felt
like
really
it.
silly for not doing that. But that was what I brought in against you. Sideboard was this. I think I brought in another Swords and the Power Sink. That was all I had. Just took out a
Yeah.
couple
Sorry. So it was
disenchants.
bottle, swords, power sink, and
Yeah, Power Sink and Swords. Or sorry, Flash Counter.
flash. Exactly. That's exactly what I thought you might do
Yeah.
against me, and maybe the ivory tower potentially, but
Well, I just find Ivory Tower. It's against a creature deck. You're never going to have cards in your hand because you need to
right.
spend your cards getting removal. I think that against the Lion
Um,
Dib Bolts deck, I was really hurting because I used to have 2 towers in the sideboard um, against just burn in general, and I cut them because I wanted to play Tranquilities in the sideboard. But
mhm.
that's sort of another story. That's because I constantly lose to a resolved Underworld Dreams in like the Underworld Dreams combo deck, which was really popular in Winter Derby 2021, which is when I last played this deck in like a large event. But
Okay.
better luck next time, I guess.
I mean, and you still did really well with it. That's impressive. How was your? Were you 7-1 coming in?
Yeah,
Nice. Yeah, same as me. I lost the one game. I felt honestly like this deck feels good against the deck in general. It can
yeah,
kind of
I
just
was
go fast.
surprised. I thought maybe it would be less strong because you don't have the bolts, which is usually how I lose. But
So
it was good.
I'm trying to like. I think like the heavy artifact disruption. So 3 divine offerings and a dust to dust comes from the sideboard, which for like tempo should be really good if you're on the book plan.
Yeah,
And this is also really nice against like the meta, like against Suchis. These things are dynamite. Um,
yeah.
and yeah, my only burn is just these guys here, right? Like the side blast. But it really just you're really just leveraging factory and lion, and then if you get a dib out there, that's kind of like icing on the cake.
Mhm.
Because those little guys are so fast, and you can just disrupt and keep attacking every turn.
Yeah, it's a solid list. Um,
But,
I'll just keep iterating this, I think. I've been working on this for quite a few years, so I kind of want to
yeah, no,
keep
I
going.
like it a lot. How do you like the second? The other thing I was going to ask about, you have 2 Sylvans, main?
Yeah, I really like it. It helps you find your land in the early game against aggro, and it's absolute mirror breaker against control.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, the deck can afford to give up card advantage in the early game to get a better draw.
Yep.
So it just makes sense. Back in 1995, I think I probably had this conversation with you a few years ago, but back in 1995, basically everybody kind of decided at my LGS that Sylvan Library was the way to build control. And so
Yep.
ever since then, I've been trying to like build the deck that they played back then that was like really popular at my local LGS because I could never afford it when I was a kid, and now I can. So
Yeah.
that's kind of the idea.
That's That's rad. Yeah, I like. I agree. I love the Sylvan in a control shell, especially if you have towers. I mean, that's just kind of one step even better. I think. Like I've seen the deck builds with 2 towers main and then a Sylvan or maybe 2. The only issue I have with Sylvan Library is drawing the second one. Like that just feels awful.
And it is. It's bad, but if you already have a Sylvan library in play, you don't have to draw it. It's just on top. You're Sylvaning with 2 cards instead of 3. It's not the end
Yeah.
of the world. That's why I only play 2 though, because if you draw like 2 Sylvan libraries after
Yep.
the first one, you're just hooped.
Yep. And 2, is it 2 recall main? Let's
Yeah,
look
2
again.
recall main just because it's broken, and
Yeah.
like I think the key to this format really is the restricted cards. There's 5 of them, I guess. One, two, three, 4, 5. There's these cards, right? If you can resolve one of these cards, you're going to get tremendous card advantage that should you should be able to leverage into a win if you build your deck right. And so
Yeah.
if you can recast one of these, then that's going to be pretty good,
Yeah.
right? Obviously,
Absolutely.
library is also a haymaker, but um, these are kind of like
And
the key.
I'm curious to the disintegrate over fireball.
I lost a bunch of games to Disco Troll, and so I wanted more removal that actually removed the troll. And so I find
Gotcha.
that the matchups where you want to split the fireball is like mono green
Yep.
or stuff like that. Like sometimes people have two Savannah Lions in play, but unlikely because it's a single card, and most people that play Savannah Lions are playing Lion Dib rather than
Yep.
like Ponza. There was that one that made it into the top 16 that I would probably prefer a Fireball against that played Pixies and Lions, but generally against Mono Green, I don't really want to make card choices to favor myself against Mono Green because it's already a favorable matchup. Um,
That makes sense.
and
Yeah.
so is the Zoo decks. Like the one toughness Zoo decks are already favorable, so I don't want to play a Fireball over Disintegrate when the hard matchup is the Disco Troll, because the trolls take out all of my Sylvan libraries and books and all the things that I use to try to get ahead. So that's the theory.
I like I like that. That makes sense. I'm also curious too, like how was the moat for you? Like when I look at this, like I usually see moat with Sarah's, and I wondered if like maybe like did you miss Sarah Angel not being in the sideboard, or did you like the moat main with Abyss, or would you rather just have two Abyss?
Uh, I would rather have two moat. I think it's broken. There's a lot of aggro decks. I
Hmm.
mean, you basically they have four disenchants, and
Hmm.
if you can counter their four disenchants, moat just shuts down entire decks. It
Hmm.
doesn't shut down, Serendipity Freet or Sarah Angel, but um, that's kind of. I used to play two City in a Bottle in the sideboard for the dibs,
Yep.
and so if you get City plus Moat versus a dib deck, it's pretty rough. If you can get
Yep.
out in front of the counterspell race to sort of drawing your counterspells first, which is why I play two in the board. So that's sort of the
And
idea is that you can play these lock pieces against
yeah,
a bunch of different decks and then back them up with counterspells and try to turn that into a win rather than just sort of like playing a Sarah Angel and hoping they don't have any more swords left, which if they're playing white they're going to have four swords. It's just playing the creatures is so vulnerable in old school because the
because so
non-creature
like
stuff has such an advantage over it. Like if you play a creature and they play an abyss, well, you're you just kind of feel bad. So I'm trying to do the
yeah.
creatureless thing, and it was very popular back when I played in 1995. And I mean, not that I quit or anything, but back when I first started being inspired to collect old school cards, that was sort of the strategy that I wanted to emulate back then. And so this is sort of, you know, just trying to do it, just trying to live my childhood dream of building a proper control deck.